My child, I'm reaching out because this moment matters more than you might guess. Slow down and give each line time to land inside you. These thoughts moved from me to you, and they can change how you look at everything. A quiet change has already taken place for you, opening the way to win today. I ask you to stay focused. Leave nothing to chance, and don't let minor noises drown out what comes next. Listen carefully, breathe, and let understanding settle before you go on. This invitation is for you alone. The weight of waiting paused for this instant. Your challenges have felt endless, and you have asked if I noticed your hidden tears or late-night whispers. Know this: I witnessed every one, and I acted, shifting matters even when you saw nothing. Be assured, changes took place beyond your sight. Now the results begin to show. A doorway stands in front of you, and it won't stay unlocked indefinitely. Out of care, I designed the path, yet you must cross the threshold with confidence and hope. When you long for what I offer, speak up. Say plainly, I accept, and let the unseen world note your trust. Silence keeps needs hidden. Courage places them in open view and invites response. Your voice matters. Spoken trust shapes reality for you. Trust does not leave anyone empty-handed. When I tell you that circumstances in the unseen have changed, it isn't a figure of speech. Barriers broke. Forces that once blocked your progress are losing hold. Every quiet plea you offered traveled safely to me. I arranged support and events so that what looked out of reach moves toward you now. The moment is intentional, not random. You may have wondered about the quiet stretch when answers felt delayed, yet I was arranging details on a wider scale, bringing each thread together for the best outcome. Because timing matters, the right door opens only when every part lines up. At times my reply seems slow because I fit every detail for the greatest good. Your hour is now. So when I say today marks your win, those words are solid, not casual. Hold on to them and move. They announce that the hope you have guarded inside is about to materialize. You might have felt unqualified or discouraged, yet my goodwill is not restricted by ordinary limits. I grant kindness, not due to your flawlessness, but because generosity defines me completely. Errors and regrets cannot cancel my resolve to help you. Look at yourself through my eyes, not a beaten heart, but a cherished child, marked out for a life that reflects what is good and fills you with steady daily gladness. The quiet turn above means events are aligning for your progress. Agreements once abandoned, connections you thought beyond repair, ambitions you set aside. Each can come alive within this period of success. Remain attentive, for my guidance will show you how to handle what unfolds in this fresh chapter with care and courage. My treasured friend, if these sentences strike a chord, respond in a way that shows appreciation. Let your trust take visible form. I can't overstate how vital it is to stay tuned to my whisper right now. Stray thoughts and loud opinions will attempt to claim that what you hear is wishful thinking. Stay steady. Stay through to the final line, letting each assurance sink in. Walking away too soon might cause you to overlook the complete work unfolding for you. An adversary tries to plant doubt, hinting that nothing has shifted and circumstances are fixed. Ignore that claim. My message remains firm, unmoved by noise or disbelief. Refuse the lie that says your hope is naive, and keep your attention fixed here. A change already occurred in the unseen, and today marks your win. Trust is the key that opens these realities. When you welcome my words with trust, you clear space inside for new possibilities to grow. Remember, the doorway before you will not stay open forever. Yet my commitment to you remains constant. I will not walk away ever. My care endures without end. Yet some openings belong to certain times. Just as a grower must bring in the crop before the window closes, doors can swing shut if no one steps through while they are available. I have pushed this door fully open so you can move ahead with neither worry nor delay. You pleaded for action, asking through tears that I step in. The way is prepared. Now I encourage you to proceed. Fear may whisper that you lack readiness, but that is only an echo and not truth. Old missteps may insist that setbacks will return. Yet remember who supports you. I am not an absent observer. I walk beside you, giving direction. Trust me to fortify your heart and keep your stride balanced as you cross this open doorway. Although the path is ready, how deeply you taste the win rests on your reaction. Will you grip resentment, regret, or blame? Or will you set them down and welcome the fresh road I laid out? Trust involves releasing what used to be and stepping toward what now rises. This choice shapes the whole story ahead. The change you sense today is tangible, yet it calls for cooperation. I never push help on anyone. I offer it freely and wait for your consent. When you agree, energy flows through your life in surprising ways. Ask with confidence, repeat what I have said, and let your behavior mirror the hope inside you. My friend, don't hide what you receive. Pass these words to 3 people who could use fresh encouragement, and observe how new possibilities unfold for them, just as they are opening for you. Sharing widens the pathway for everyone involved right now. I notice your questions. Is this message truly mine? Does the one speaking care about my life deeply? My response remains a steady yes. I shaped you on purpose and keep track of every detail about you. You are not lost in a crowd of unknown faces. You are dearly valued, and that is why this note arrives with urgency. I want you to claim the progress prepared for you. Watch and listen through to the closing line. An opposing voice would rather you stay stuck in disbelief and miss the open doorway. Push back. Stand steady in trust, and let the assurances I speak quiet every doubt trying to linger until confidence takes full root. Look around, even now, and notice the subtle shifts. A timely call bringing good news, a sudden idea that sparks hope, a coincidence too precise to dismiss. All reveal my quiet arrangement. At times my action is calm and soft, almost whispered into your daily rhythm, creating a pattern you cannot miss. At other moments, my work arrives like a sudden gust. Whatever the form, I want you to notice it. When you recognize my movement, the trust between us grows. Remember to show thanks for even the smallest progress, because gratitude clears the road for more growth. Today I urge you to be bold enough to accept that the shift is genuine and the door is open for only a while. Bold enough to shrug off those who mock your hope. Bold enough to leave familiar ground and step into the space already set apart for you. Pause now and think about the next step waiting in front of you. Which vision, request, or longing have you packed away? thinking it was impossible. Bring it back into the light. Place it before me again with fresh trust. Growth ultimately comes from me. This urgency is not here to alarm you, but to remind you that special openings glide past as quickly as they arrive. Remember the story of Noah, the builder of a great vessel, long ago. An invitation was given, yet only those who trusted the warning stepped aboard before the rain came. In the same way, you face an open-door season where provision and direction converge so you can rise to a new level of living. Take hold of this opportunity. Listen to this entire message. Let it rest in your thoughts, and then act. Hesitation or fear could close a window that will not appear in the same way again. Your complete involvement at this moment is essential for lasting change. That is why I remind you, stay watchful while the doorway remains open. I am speaking straight to your heart. You have not been forgotten. Every tear and every plea is known. I move beside you, guiding you toward the promises laid out long ago. Your trust influences outcomes, and open appreciation becomes a spark of confidence that will expand into greater progress for you and others. Show gratitude in a tangible way, and watch abundance flow. Let me speak plainly. I know how tired you feel. I have seen every hidden tear and understand the heavy concerns you carry for family, for the future, and for the deep ambitions that still stir within you today. Listen carefully. I have not overlooked you. When you sensed only silence, I was quietly aligning every detail for this very time. Let my love's warmth dissolve the doubts that try to slow you. In my care, scattered pieces turn into new strength. Obstacles become stepping stones as your story begins to unfold. In the timing I set, barriers turn into platforms. Today is your victory day because a shift beyond sight has altered your circumstances. I have poured out my thoughts here so you can enter a wider way of living. Do not allow this message to pass like an ordinary notion. Decide to believe it. Repeat it aloud if needed. Let expectation rise, for my assurances remain firm to anyone who trusts. The doorway stays open. Walk through with confidence. If doubt creeps back, return to this moment and remember that I invited you into something uncommon. You are not bound by past errors or regrets. Take the life prepared for you and share stories with those searching. The door is open. Walk through with courage. If doubts return, remember this invitation. I called you into something remarkable, not to watch from afar, but to accompany you every step. You no longer have to stay tangled in old fears or regrets. Step into the life designed for you and let your story give hope to others. Move forward with joy, knowing the unseen shift is genuine. Your victory day has come, and the opportunity waits for you to cross the threshold. I will remain with you, guiding, protecting, and celebrating each success. My care is endless, and my words bring steady strength to your heart. Stay close, because I want to share insights that encourage, reinforce, and renew you. Listen continually, absorb each lesson, and let patience shape your reactions. For there is more ahead than you currently imagine or plan for right now. Do not turn aside. What I hold for you exceeds anything you can picture. Walk in the wisdom I give. Feel my nearness in this very instant. I waited for this pause in your busy day to pour these thoughts straight into you. Rest in the certainty that you have immense value. From your first heartbeat, I spoke your name and learned every nuance of your life. You are not a chance or passing spark. Long before you breathed, I envisioned your laughter, your silent tears, your private hopes, and every struggle ahead. With joyful anticipation, I promise to walk with you in triumph and to hold you gently when pain arrives along the journey. Know this, treasured friend. You are central to my boundless affection, not a wanderer lost in cold space, but a deliberate work shaped with intention. My arms are always open. Picture the warmth of morning light after clouds part. When you feel distant, weighed by doubt or shame, remember my care never weakens. It does not rest on your achievements or vanish with your mistakes. As a father looks upon a child with unwavering regard, so I look on you with steady tenderness. I have chosen you to carry kindness wherever you go. Pass this message to anyone who longs for comfort, and remind them I am near, guiding and reassuring them. Pause now, breathe deeply, and absorb this truth. I am here. No corner of your story hides from my sight. When joy rises, I celebrate. When sorrow spreads, I share the weight and offer relief without asking anything in return. Remember, dear friend, my love is not a passing breeze or fragile bloom. It stands firm, a lighthouse cutting through fog to call you home whenever you drift. Through bright afternoons and midnight hours, my devotion stays constant, ready to soothe, mend, and renew. When life's pressure builds, rest in me. Let me become the refuge where your tired spirit finds calm. Pause, breathe, and feel the steady rhythm of care surrounding you, stronger than any storm that may arise. Let hope settle, and watch your inner landscape begin to brighten again. Allow me to be the safe place where your weary spirit settles. There might be moments when a gap seems to stretch between us, when you wonder whether I have stepped away. Know this, I have never moved from your side. Even when my presence feels hidden, I am weaving good beyond what you can see, steering your path with wisdom that spans from your first dawn to your last horizon. Quiet yourself, and you will catch the faint echo of my voice telling you that you are cared for and pursued. Lay down the burdens that steal your peace, regrets, fears, scars too deep to fade. They were never meant for you to carry alone. Release them, and I will replace them with calm that reaches the depths of your being. Take heart. Your life carries great meaning. Every skill you practice, every kind word you offer, every silent request you raise, none slips by unseen. I delight in the unique way you mirror goodness. When you create, comfort, and pour care into someone else, you reflect the grace flowing to you. Even when you stumble or feel adrift, my steady hand lifts you again. Every act of love is remembered and carries quiet influence. No choice you make can push me away. Let this moment mark a fresh dawn. Entrust your heart to me and let my care fill every corner within you. When uncertainty looms or fear tightens its grip, recall the one who knows you by name and claims you as mine. If shadows of doubt creep in, let them dissolve under my steady voice. You belong with me, and I hold you firm forever. Rest secure within this unending safety. I will walk with you through valleys, over rises, and across plains, never loosening the grip that steadies you. Know that you have been set apart for meaningful purpose. Do not shrink back. Enjoy the journey of walking in my presence. Grow stronger in truth and care. I am holding you close, offering quiet guidance. Consider how deeply I understand your inner world. In those whispered thoughts that wind through your mind, I am attentive. No tear falls unnoticed, no sigh unheard. I shaped your very essence and understand you beyond your own awareness. When the world misreads you, remember that in my sight you are fully seen, fully welcomed, treasured. This is how I observe you. I see your intricacies, quiet wonders, strengths, limits, even parts that baffle you. Your urgent worries, buried dreams, quirks and private reflections. I hold them all in mindful care. Not a thread of your being was placed without intent. When others overlook or judge you, remember that you are completely seen and fully embraced here. My closeness never fades, and my attention remains through every season. Banish any thought that I stay distant or indifferent. I stay near, valuing each breath you take and every fleeting idea that crosses your mind. When life presses hard, I do more than watch. I share the weight you feel with care. When pressure builds, I never just observe from afar. I move toward you, offering steady support. Let my voice rise above the noise, reminding you that you are guarded, valued, and guided. Rest in that assurance and allow calm to settle where worry once found room. Lay your heavy loads before me, the regrets that echo, the fears that steal your peace, the scars you think too deep to smooth. Release them. They were never yours to carry alone. Let them slip from your grip into hands that shape the stars yet bend close to care for your heart. In exchange, I give you calm that pierces noise and anchors itself deep inside. Your existence carries great significance. Every talent you exercise, every gentle phrase you share, every silent plea you lift is treasured. I delight in the remarkable way you reflect goodness. Even when you falter or feel lost in shortcomings, my hand stays steady, ready to raise you again and guide you forward with patient confidence. Nothing about you escapes my loving attention. Nothing you do could ever push me away. Let this moment become a new dawn. Place your trust in me and allow my care to flood every empty space. When uncertainty looms or fear tightens its grip, remember the one who calls you by name and claims you as mine. Should doubts appear, let them fade beneath my constant voice. You are mine, and I will hold you fast forever. Rest secure in the haven of enduring love. I have set you apart for meaningful work. Do not shrink back. Step forward with joy. Grow stronger in truth and compassion. I am close, whispering guidance. Remain near. Have you considered the depth of my insight into your soul? In quiet spaces where your thoughts twist and turn, I am attuned to each ripple of your inner world. Every movement stirs my heart. I sense what burdens you. My care is never remote. It moves like the tide between our hearts. Picture someone kneeling to console a shaking child. That is how I come close, assuring you that pain does not leave you abandoned. Remember those nights you felt cut off, certain nobody could read the quiet storm swirling inside. I waited there, steady, passing hope into your silence. Even when you did not notice, I was breathing resolve into the still air within you. My commitment is not based on recognition or the firmness of your trust. Whether you look my way or turn elsewhere, I remain steady, inviting you to let me shoulder what feels impossible. I have poured strength into you so that you can pass it on. Share these words. Let someone exhausted feel shelter through your simple act of kindness and faithfulness. Your openness lights paths for others. I treasure you. I notice every angle of your life more clearly than you do. I see the quiet wins you barely name, the instant you choose patience instead of resentment, the moment you free a grudge, though betrayal still stings, the shaky prayer offered while fear rattles your breath. None of these moments slips past my view or loses its value. These choices are never small to me. They shine like dawn across new snow. Your grit, your tenderness, your steady footfalls when fatigue drags at your heels, each one thrills my heart. Do not belittle them, for every forward step echoes the original design woven deep in your spirit. Still, I also recognize the dim rooms within, the quiet doubts, the lingering questions, the spaces waiting for light. Maybe you wonder about my timing, puzzled at locked doors or dreams still out of reach. Lay those questions before me. I do not tire of them. I ache to carry them with you. I invite honest conversation, because shared weight feels lighter, and honest questions often open unimagined avenues of growth and courage. My care encompasses your scars and your searching. Your uncertainty does not repel me. It draws me nearer, offering guidance paced for the right season. No hurt from yesterday, struggle from today, or storm waiting tomorrow escapes my notice. I see echoes of old injuries shaping present reactions, the pressure that drains you now, and conflicts gathering just beyond sight. At every point I stand prepared with comfort deeper than grief, perspective wider than confusion, and a firm hand whenever your footing slips. Trust that I already map ways through tangled woods, ready to steady you when the ground shifts underfoot suddenly. I urge you to glimpse yourself through my steady gaze. Let the clarity of compassion rinse away distorted images built from shame or despair. The world may score you by missteps or brief triumphs, yet I measure you by the unchanging regard I hold. I notice potential still unopened, purpose taking shape, courage that helps you rise again. In my presence, blame has no anchor. Only longing exists to see you flourish. So do not shrink back, afraid of what I might uncover. Nothing hidden in you can dampen my commitment to your good. Let this reassurance replace any harsh narrative, opening space where confidence can root and kindness grow toward yourself and everyone you touch. Take this truth deep into muscle and marrow. You are thoroughly known and deeply valued. Look toward me and find the understanding you have long sought. In closeness, anxious thoughts settle, and your mind can rest. When you see how I regard you, fear loosens its grip, replaced by steady care. I recognize the weight that sometimes presses on your chest, and I remain near. Stay with me there, and let assurance replace echoes that once kept you awake long. Those quiet worries, the sleepless turns at night, the carousel of thoughts that refuse to still, I see them. Today I remind you that my presence is not an idea far away. It is a refuge always within reach. Pause, breathe, notice me. I am here. You are not forgotten. Even the strongest people grow tired, and I know there are days when your own strength feels worn thin. Take courage. I remain, ready to hold you, ready to revive your weary spirit. When demands drain you, draw on the well that never runs dry. When worries pour down like heavy rain, step beneath the shelter of my peace. Though winds howl, I stay constant, a solid ground under your feet. No burden is too heavy for us together. Let that certainty settle deep and quiet. When dreams crack or hopes crumble through your fingers, remember this: I have not missed you. I specialize in drawing good from broken fragments. Think of the stories you have heard. People almost swallowed by despair who found unexpected provision at the last moment. Those events are not accidents. They show my steady reliability. Hear these words infuse you with courage. Do not fear, because I walk beside you. Do not sink, because I sustain you. These lines are not empty. They are the pulse of my promise to strengthen you. Hold them close, repeating them until you feel calm again. Place your worries in open light and watch them lose their power. Speak your fears to me and their grip weakens. Trust my steady affection and reclaim the quiet that doubt tries to steal. I know you sometimes wonder if these assurances truly apply to you, especially when breakthroughs seem reserved for others. Today, let hesitation fade and claim them as yours. Put the doubt aside. My kindness has no ceiling, and my regard plays no favorites. Your struggles stir compassion within me. You remain precious in every circumstance. No sorrow, no test, no hidden ache escapes my attention. Recall the moments I brought you through. The crisis you feared would crush you, yet did not. The bond you thought would break, yet held firm against odds. The looming illness that eventually lifted. The help that arrived just in time. My solutions rarely mirror your expectations, yet my faithfulness never fades. In every hardship I cut a passage. In every grief I offer comfort beyond logic. You may ask how to face the recurring fears that stalk your days. Begin by settling into my assurances, soaking in each promise until it fortifies the walls of your courage for coming trials. Speak truth over your life. I am not alone. My Creator values me fiercely. I will stand by limitless strength. When these statements echo, shouted or whispered, your thoughts align with what lasts. Triumph is a journey, not one sudden leap, and I walk every mile beside you. Each prayer, each tear, each brave step amid chaos becomes part of a larger picture of victory we craft together. Trust the slow progress and celebrate each gain. Accept the steady unfolding. In it, resilience grows and character is refined. Through everything I whisper hope, guiding you like a shepherd toward calm waters. Rest in me not to escape life, but to gather the resolve to face it. My support never dulls your spirit. It empowers. Lean in and discover renewal. My friend, do not lock this care inside. Pass it on to 3 people who need a kind word, and watch comfort ripple outward. Since you have tasted the safety of my closeness, I invite you to look inward at the quiet landscape of your own heart. Let stillness soften the internal noise, revealing what lies beneath. Old scars may surface, silent sorrows, the weight of regrets carried for years without recognition. The moment has come to bring these fragile pieces into warm light, where honest healing can begin. Surrender is not defeat. It is the choice to place cracked fragments into hands that already know every line. I never ask you to arrive polished. I draw you just as you are, marked by life, into dependable shelter. Face the hurts you carry, the sting of disappointment, the ache of unfair moments, the quiet shame hidden beneath routine duties. There, renewal will sprout like bright leaves after early winter. To surrender does not mean collapsing in despair. It means entrusting your breakage to the one who can make it whole. I will not wait for a flawless soul before welcoming you. Instead, I beckon you as you stand now, imperfections and stories intact. Look steadily at the wounds you bear, the sting of betrayals, the ache from moments that felt brutally unfair, the quiet guilt stored beneath daily tasks. This raw honesty may hurt at first, yet it opens the doorway to a meeting place where compassion steadies trembling courage. Bring me every stumble, each lapse, the regrets that still hum in the background. Lay them down. Grace flows wider than any fault, washing away the stain. When shame whispers unworthiness, remember I have read every page of your history and still move closer, eager to lift that heavy pack of self-blame. Release the notion that you must prove anything. Trust the promise that genuine transformation begins within my care and grows day by day. When guilt loosens, you might wonder whether some chapters are too shattered to reclaim. Take heart. No corner of your life sits beyond reach. Offer me wounds made by others or by your own choices, and I weave them into a story of renewal. What once dragged you down can become a clear signal for people wandering through their own night. Trust this unseen work, because I view far beyond storm clouds toward the bright horizon crafted for you. Pause also to notice gifts already present. Gratitude turns soil soft for surrender. Recall answers given in quiet, unanticipated ways. The friend who stood beside you, the brief beauty that stopped your breath. Maybe a sunrise painting the sky or kindness arriving at the perfect hour. Let such memories rise like incense, proof of steady care stitched through time. If I carried you yesterday, I will carry you through today and every tomorrow. Hold assurance with confidence. Let songs of thanks rise, scattering lingering fog. Some hurts feel too raw for words. During those times, my spirit meets you, translating groans deeper than language. You are never without company in the wrestling. When tears fall as your only prayer, I gather each one, reading them like a sacred poem from your soul. You do not need eloquent speeches to reach me. Honest openness already does. When you lower defenses and hand over secret aches, you clear room for soothing presence to flow like balm over bruises. And while you yield, remember forgiveness. Resentment poisons clear water. Releasing it unlocks the door that keeps you tied to older wounds. Trust my fairness to judge rightly and mend stories in ways you cannot imagine. Place every grievance, each jagged memory into my hands, and watch liberty rise like dawn after a long night. Consider also the fears still hiding in corners, the worry of what lies ahead, dread of falling short, the nagging thought that maybe you are unlovable. These shadows distort even bright possibility. Listen as I speak over them. Your future rests secure, and my plans brim with hope. Toss those anxieties onto me. Do not let them steer your steps or choke the dreams planted within. I have walked ahead, smoothing the path, and I guard your back. With every release, faith grows deep roots. At its heart, surrender is an act of love, a trust that I alone can shoulder the full weight of your being. It opens room for your heart to be shaped, your thoughts refreshed, and your perspective adjusted. As you relax your grip on what lies beyond your control, you create space for the gifts I long to place. Steadiness, wholeness, and closeness deeper than description. Freed from guilt's chains and the echo of regret, your soul becomes an open vessel. Dare to step forward in trust. Look inside with courage and raise your eyes with expectation. Lay brokenness, burdens, hopes, and fragility before me. In return, receive the assurance of my love, the anchor of my peace, and the unwavering certainty that abandonment is not possible. Let this choice mark a turning point where light reaches every shaded corner, unveiling a future pulsing with possibility. You have already tasted the refuge of closeness. Now let it draw you deeper. Allow striving to fall, barriers to melt, and my spirit to mingle with your innermost thoughts. Come not with demands, but with a desire to know and be known. In that meeting, restless echoes fade and steady calm returns. The world races and distracts, yet inside remains a quiet appetite no quick pleasure can satisfy. The longing to be united with the one who formed you. When you answer that call, a door opens to nearness that steadies racing thoughts and settles the heart. Worth is received there, never earned through effort. Imagine a child climbing into caring arms, confident of safety without conditions. That picture reflects our bond. Come exactly as you are and let my care surround you, a place where you are seen and secure. I urge you to release the burdens clutched so tightly, the jagged worries that carve grooves in your mind. Place them in hands strong enough to pin stars, yet gentle enough to cradle your heart. Some nights, sleep hides and shadows stretch long across the room. In those hours, draw near. Let comfort surround you like a small flame in darkness. Speak fears aloud or breathe them out silently. My closeness threads through every inhale and exhale, stitching your days together with constant, patient grace. In this nearness, you need not mask weariness or polish imperfections. I see behind protective walls, past armor built by pride, into the raw center of your being. There, where mortal fragility meets eternal strength, I wait. In that honest place, change begins, like a flower pushing through stone. When defenses fall, judgment is absent. Welcome stands firm. My regard holds steady even among doubts. Think of a companion listening to every tale, joys, victories, wounds, but with power to mend, breathe life, and lift you into clarity. My voice seldom roars. It more often rises as a quiet thought, a waterfall of peace, a gentle nudge aligning you with truth. These are replies in a conversation that never ends. Tune your ear to them. They guide, shaping choices toward love and wisdom. Know that intimacy shifts like seasons, sometimes warm and vivid, sometimes quiet and bare. There will be days when my presence feels as tangible as sunlight on your skin, and others when it seems distant, like winter air. Do not mistake stillness for absence. Even in calm silence, I weave resilience through uncertainty, teaching you to depend on who I am rather than on shifting feelings. Picture a forest in winter. Life rests unseen, waiting quietly for the next renewal of light. Just as bare branches stretch toward gray sky, trust that hidden strength is forming during silent stretches. Roots reach downward when little seems to happen above ground. So it is with you. Growth often hides inside patient waiting. When my voice feels muted, remember the lessons already planted and practice them. Keep showing kindness. Keep choosing truth. Keep breathing deliberately. Such small acts become pathways for fresh life. The return of warmth will reveal what was forming unseen. My commitment does not flicker with seasons. It abides. Let the quiet months train you to listen deeper and to cherish the first subtle hints of renewal. A bud on a branch, a lighter breeze, a sudden smile you almost missed. These signals whisper that what I promised still stands, carrying you through every climate that life unfolds. Hold on to them and feel courage unfurl like soft leaves after early rain. Remember, none of this journey requires perfection. When you stumble, let humility lift you back up. Apologize when needed, adjust your course, and keep walking. Each correction becomes another step toward maturity, not a mark of failure. I do not hover with a scorecard. I accompany you as teacher and friend. Learn from each misstep. Celebrate small shifts. When patience lasts a minute longer, when anger diverts into quiet reflection, when generosity replaces self-protective grasping. These incremental moves add up, gradually steering your days into light. Trust that I recognize the effort unseen by crowds. I cheer the choices that nobody applauds, choices that build sturdy character capable of weathering change. Persevere, knowing every honest effort matters and is noticed all along, always. Think too of persistence. Endurance is not dull resignation, but active hope aligning actions with purpose. When progress stalls, recall how rivers carve canyons through steady flow rather than sudden force. Each day you choose integrity, compassion, or patience. Another layer of rock yields and a deeper channel forms. Maintain daily practices that root you. Quiet reflection, honest conversation, unhurried gratitude. When distractions clamor for attention, return to these simple rhythms. They keep your inner compass set towards steady north. During seasons of abundance, share freely. During seasons of scarcity, trust provision will come again. Hold possessions lightly, relationships tenderly, time wisely. I guide you to invest in what outlasts trends: kindness, fairness, faithfulness. Resist voices urging comparison. They shrink joy. Instead, measure life by how openly you love, how readily you forgive, how truthfully you speak. Remember, growth remains a mosaic, pieces gathered over years, sometimes uneven, often beautiful up close and from distance alike. Patience with yourself mirrors my patience with you. Press forward, celebrate progress, pause when necessary, then press forward again. Even small advances accumulate into remarkable distance. Just as a traveler crossing continents steps only one stride at a time, trust the journey and see landscapes change beneath persistent, humble steps. Remember the power of quiet resets. A pause, a slow breath, a walk under open sky can realign scattered thoughts. Use simple rituals, a candle at dawn, a note of gratitude before sleep, to bookend your days with awareness. These small anchors make space for clarity and wonder. Let laughter loosen tight muscles and music lift heavy air. Give yourself permission to rest, because rest is fertile ground where insight grows. Wake renewed, eyes open to the next set of ordinary moments waiting to carry extraordinary significance. trust that I inhabit them all, shaping quiet minutes into enduring treasure for you. Take one more moment to breathe. Picture that winter forest again, bare branches against gray sky, roots alive underneath. Life is present, though unseen. In the same way, my care accompanies each breath you draw, shaping growth beneath the surface. Even when feelings suggest emptiness, purpose is forming. Hold this vision when dusk lingers, and also when sunrise streaks color across morning clouds. Let it assure you that I remain through every cycle, nurturing quiet potential until its season arrives. Walk ahead with calm focus, unhurried but resolved, trusting that nothing in your story is wasted. I stay beside you, before you, behind you, within you, steady as the ground, light as the dawn breeze. And whenever doubt knocks, return to this simple promise: you are never alone, and you are endlessly loved. Carry it forward, step by step, with quiet joy always. Amen.